Take LNT loops for an example. When playing for rushes, you heavily rely on the objects around the tile. And if you don't have anything around, then your best option is just to walk down and play like a basic trapper. Or Lamkin lane cars, where the cars in the middle don't really have good environment around them to bump off, making it impossible to catch the survivor as they can secure the pallet, forcing you to walk down like a basic trapper. Which leads me on to my next point. If you're not sure if you can rush around something, just walk it down and don't rush. Even if you're the best blight in the game, there are some tiles that you can't even play around. Examples such as unsafe pallets. Survivors can easily play around those pallets if you're in rush. And because of this, your best option is just to walk it down like a basic attack killer, making you play the most efficient way possible. Or as another example, take this blight in this showcase. He was attempting to try down the ace, and in a position like this, the ace should be dead pretty soon. However, because he was very impatient, he tried rushing to get the down as soon as possible. But he made one very huge error. He didn't look around to see what he could have bumped off. And because of this, he wasted all 5 rushes and gave ace Shack for free. Whereas if this blight was able to walk down, the ace wouldn't have been able to confidently run away. And even if he did find a safe pallet nearby, you could rush and down him by then. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where mid-rush you know you're not going to be able to down the survivor, you can always just fatigue. Make sure that you're in a comfortable position to fatigue so that the survivor can't get away easily. For an example, blocking the way to a safe pallet. Take this locker play from Chak as an example. The survivor hops in the locker, so I fatigue. However, as I fatigue, I try to block the window so that the survivor can't make it, forcing them to go out and get basic attacked. This next tip is a little bit advanced, but you want to try down survivors within the least amount of rushes possible. You need to keep in mind, the more rushes that you use, the longer it will take to replenish. Let's say I've used 5 rushes on a survivor. This now gives them 10 seconds of time where they can run to another pallet. Whereas if I down the survivor within 2 rushes, that's only 4 seconds of downtime they have to go to somewhere else. The difference between 4 and 10 might not sound like a lot, but in practice that is enough to find a whole new pallet. However, if you gotta use as many rushes as you can, then use however many. But it's always good to keep in mind that you want to down in the least amount possible. Which does lead me onto something else. Each rush you use should have meaning behind it. If you use 5 rushes on a survivor, always try to think about how you could down them in 4 or maybe even 3. Sometimes being patient and not even rushing at all could even be better. Take the example I used about the blight earlier. Because he wasted all 5 rushes and he did Take the example I used about the blight earlier. Because he wasted all 5 rushes and he didn't even get attacked, he now gave the ace 10 earlier. Because he wasted all 5 rushes could even be better. Take the example I used about the blight earlier. Because he wasted all 5 rushes could even be better. Take the example I used about the blight earlier. Being patient and not even rushing at all could even be better. Take the example I used about the blight earlier. Because he wasted all 5 rushes and he didn't even get attacked, he now gave the ace 10 seconds to go to wherever he wanted. When you're rushing to try get it down on a survivor, you always want to try force line of sight. Line of sight is when you can physically see the survivor. A lot of black players typically rush when they just see scratch marks. And because of this, they end up wasting rushes just trying to find the survivor alone, not guaranteeing them the hit. Whereas if you played it patiently and walked down, you could at least guarantee a hit. Sure, it might feel like longer, but having patience is key when playing him. When you rush without line of sight, you are taking a risk, forcing you to play a guessing game of where the survivor is. So think of this as a high risk, low reward scenario. When playing around door tiles, a lot of blight players tend to play very wrong. A lot of them bump on the edge of the door, which bumps you back, making you waste time trying to reposition for the next rush. The trick to this is to bump further. This way you're already pushed back and you can immediately rush straight away. Take Shack for an example. I'm chasing this survivor and I decided to bump on the edge. Because of this, I waste time and I might even let them get the pallet. Whereas if I bumped further, I get pushed back, allowing me to hit the survivor faster. Even let them get the pallet. Whereas if I bumped further, I get pushed back, allowing me to hit the survivor faster. I did mention earlier that higher ping can make you bump back further. So how far you want to bump is completely dependent to your ping, which you should experiment in a custom game to get down. You always want to try your best to zone with power. When rushing, you do want to try your best to cut the survivor off from the destination. A lot of survivors simply have one idea when it comes down to pathing, and by you cutting them off, you are forcing them to think on their feet and try to find somewhere else to run to. For an example, this survivor is trying to make the window. By me cutting them to the window, they are now forced to go somewhere else. However, if you try this too early, they will get way too much distance and go somewhere else. Unlike most killers in a roster, Blight has a lot of add-ons that can drastically change him. And I'd say he has a pretty good variety. So good in fact that I plan to make another video specifically for the add-ons. You have the one consistent add-on that every Blight player loves, which is the Blighted Crow. giving you 3% additional speed per rush. Some people run it with Blighted Rats for an additional 2%. Some people run it with Alchemist Ring to get a lot of distance in their rush. Some people run it with Vigo's Journal to be undetectable whilst rushing. And some people even run it with Shredded Notes to get your power back a tiny bit faster. Or some people run Shredded Notes with Iridescent Blight Tag, an add-on that limits your rushes to 3 from 5, in return making you faster and giving you a lot of free movement to look around, letting you hit a lot of nasty flicks. If I will advise one thing, stay away from Slam Duration add-ons, aka these two. These two add-ons increase the time between each rush by a significant amount. They also do have a secondary ability similar to Wesker's Egg add-on, where you do move slightly faster in Slam Duration. It can really mess with your muscle memory. But unless you're playing for fun, I wouldn't really run these two add-ons. And also, stay away from add-ons that increase turn rate, as it isn't really needed for Blight's main playstyle of bumping around like a ping pong ball. Of course, if you really do want to run it, go for it. But you won't get as much value as from add-ons that increase turn rate, as it isn't really needed for Blight's main playstyle of bumping around like a ping pong ball. Of course, if you really do want to run it, go for it. But you won't get as much value as the numbers are very insignificant. Shoulder bumping is when you pre-turn right before a bump. It can be really good to try and retain information on a survivor while stashing. A lot of times when you look straight, you might find yourself a little bit lost after the bump, not knowing where the survivor has gone. To perform this, simply pre-turn left or right before bumping. This can be hard to pull off, but with a little bit of practice, you can definitely get it down. However, it's important to note that a small number of collision spots may change when pre-turning. For example,
Oh my goodness gracious, man. Fuck. fuck's sake, bro. Fuck's sake. Holy shit, there are so many pellets, bro. Fucking hell.
This wall on Toberlanden. If I run at it straight, I will bump. But if I pre-turn to the right, I will slide straight off. This is just one of many examples of rare collision spots that you can experiment with. Take this clip as an example. Because I showed a bump, I was very confident in knowing where the survivor was going to go to next. Whereas if I didn't, I would probably spend more time after the bump trying to figure out what's going on. There is a huge misconception when it comes down to flicking. A lot of people attack and then turn, which doesn't give you the full flick potential. It's all within the pre-turn. Allow me to explain. When rushing, you may notice you'll be able to look in one direction really far. This is the pre-turn we need. If you look a lot within one way, attack and then turn, you'll notice you'll get even more motion from the flick, allowing you to get huge flick potential. Take a look at this first clip. I hit and then flicked, whereas in the second clip, I decided to pre-turn and I got even more flick potential. I do get asked questions about why I do look down, and a lot of it is just to do with muscle memory. You don't really have to look down, but it does make the flick look really clean. However, I don't really like relying on flicks a lot. Like I said earlier, you never want to flick around a corner. This is because you're predictable and survivors can play around you, faking and then going the other way. Now is where we talk about the advanced flicks. There are two add-ons in the game that give you even more pre-turn than usual, being the Iridescent Blight Tag and the Adrenaline Vial. Although Adrenaline Vial isn't very good. Both these add-ons give you 20 degrees extra look angle, not to be confused with turn rate. Look angle is just how much you can pre-turn in one direction, and with these add-ons you are able to flick even further. Additionally, you can also do an S-flick. An S-flick is a move that you can do to fake survivors, pretending to go one way and then faking and flicking the other way. This can also be very good against advanced players, who expect you to commit one way. Being a move that you can do to fake survivors, pretending to go one way, and with these add-ons you are able to flick even further. Additionally, you can also do an S-flick. An S-flick is a move that you can do to fake survivors, pretending to go one way and then faking and flicking the other way. This can also be very good against advanced players, who expect you to commit one way. Being coined the term S-flick, following the letter S when flicking. This can be done by pre-turning one way and then swinging the other. Flicking. This can be done by pre-turning one way and then swinging the other. And then term S-flick, following the letter S when flicking. expect you to commit one way. Being coined the term S-flick, following the letter S when flicking. Expect you to commit one way. Being coined the term S-flick, following the letter S when flicking. This can be done by pre-turning one way and then swinging the other. When it comes down to perks, Blight can benefit from a lot. He can benefit a lot from informational perks like Lethal Pursuer, letting you see survivors from spawn, or Barbecue and Chili, letting you see survivors after hooking another survivor. He also benefits from chase perks like Brutal Strength, letting you break pallets faster, zoning a survivor and getting a hit. And like every other killer, he also benefits from slowdown perks. Perks like Eruption, Ruin, Corrupt Intervention, and even Pain Res are examples of slowdown perks that can work both on him and every other killer. Do keep in mind that his lethal rush hits is considered a special attack and not a basic attack, making perks that revolve around basic attacks completely useless. So perks like Surge, Save the Best for Last, or even perks that make survivors exposed do not give you as much value unless you go out of your way to basic attack, which 99% of the time will not be the case. Feel free to experiment with whatever perks that you want, like a stealth build, designed to hide yourself from survivors, or a general informational build that you can go around and finding survivors to down. You can try to do some bump mind games. For an example, bumping in one way to try bait the survivors to vaulting, and then catching them straight away. Although it isn't very consistent, it can be fun to do. Here's an example that I can show. I decided to use 3 rushes here. For the second rush, I tried to bait myself as if I was going to attack on one side, but then I used the third rush after baiting the survivor to go for the hit, confusing the survivor on their point of view. You probably have already heard about the crouch tech, but I'll try my best to summarize it. Some killer powers can be avoided if a survivor crouches on lower elevation compared to the killer. Killers like Blight, Demo, and Billy are affected by this. An example of this is when a survivor crouches on a staircase going down, and if you try to swing from afar, you will miss. To counter this, you will need to rush past them going down, and then hit them going up. The survivor can even be 1 pixel lower than you to pull it off. Alternatively, you can also hit them if their hitbox is already touching you. Take Suffocation Pit main building. Inside there's a slot. If a survivor crouches, you won't be able to hit them, forcing you to bump behind them, and then hit them going up. The hug tech is very situational but can be useful, and it also can be pretty cool if you're trying to go for style points. On some tiles you may notice it has very slippery collision. We can use this to our advantage and slide off them to try save rushes. Take the famous Sin car in the Azeroth map, or even the red card that spawns in Macmillan as well. The front of the car is very slippery, and we can slide off it with no problem. So we can hug around it tightly and even try get a hit, looking inwards whilst rushing so that we can try tightly hug it. This will probably be the hardest tech that I'm going to cover in this video, which is why I left it for last. The V1 tech is essentially skipping the first rush to go immediately into the second. There are some tiles that you can use it on, but this tech does go into a lot of depth. Take this pallet gem for an example. This survivor is camping a pallet. With the V1 tech, we're able to skip the first rush and go straight for the second. Or this jungle gem for an example. The survivor's checkpoint in the jungle gym, so we can V1 the edge of jungle gym and go straight for the second rush. Also making sure we hit the survivor and not the pallet. Or on this long wall, where I baited the survivor to vault and then immediately rushed. Think of it as a coup de grace. To pull it off, you simply want to align yourself with where you want to bump, look slightly inwards, and then move in and rush at the same time. This will allow you to skip the first rush really fast, letting you chain the second rush immediately. Blight is a pretty simple character but has a lot of skill ceiling to him. That should conclude everything from this video. If there is anything I haven't covered, please do comment and I will try my best to reply to as many as I can. Additionally, you can also drop by on my Twitch where I am live sometimes, so definitely.
What's up, y'all? Today I have a quick guide for you guys on how to master the Blight. The Blight is a really fun killer if you want to use him properly, but he is going to get a nerf soon. So I think if you are going to pick him up, now is a great time, because he's going to have a lot more wiggle room at the moment before the new nerfs. So let's hop right into it. First, let's look at a couple of basic skills that'll help you out a lot. Map knowledge, understanding of killer and survivor hitboxes, being able to predict survivor movement, and knowing how to mind game. This isn't mandatory, of course, to play him, but if you do have these skills, it'll make it much easier for you. Now, here's a good Blight build that's actually pretty basic, but it is really strong and great for learning him. If you are struggling to find people or predict where they are going, you can throw in some more aura reading too. Tip number 1 is going to be utilizing your rushes as much as possible. Especially in the new update, Blight is going to have to rely a lot more on his rushes to actually catch up to survivors. But since he's going to have more tokens taken away now from breaking pallets, you are going to want to use each rush with as much value as possible. And to do that, you want to pay attention to the bottom left of your screen to see how long your rush will last before you need to bump again. Eventually you'll of course get a feel for this and it'll be muscle memory, but for the time being just try to pay attention to that when you are rushing around the map for distance, whether it's trying to find survivors or catch up to them. This is also an important skill to learn because the more rushes you use, then the longer it'll take for them to charge up, so you won't be able to rush again until all of them are collected. Tip number 2 is going to be getting as much rotation as possible when flicking. Flicking sounds like it's a pretty difficult thing, but it actually is a lot easier than it sounds. The main thing you want to do to get maximum rotation on a loop is change your angle slightly so you're gliding along the object rather than running parallel to it. Then you just want to turn your camera before swinging, because if you first turn, then swing, then turn again, you'll get even more rotation than you would from just swinging and turning. Tip number 3 is going to be using your surroundings to your advantage.
What? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Fucking hell. Holy fuck, dude.
This will come a lot easier, of course, with practice and map knowledge. But your goal is to basically bump around on different objects to get to a survivor that's running around a loop. So if they are camping on a pallet or just looping around an object, you will have to bump around a few times before hitting them. Combining this skill with flicks will make it so you have an even larger area around the loop that you can hit the survivor. To make this even better, you can throw in mind gaming so that survivors can't predict where you are going. Tip number 4 is to keep gen pressure while not in chase as much as possible. You can sometimes do this in chase also if you can push the survivor towards a gen that people are working on. But with Blight's kit, it's really easy to go check gens around the map, and you want to keep doing this to keep people off of them. And if you want, you could even secure a 3 gen if you need to. Then finally, just make sure to practice a lot. Understand that Blight is not one of the easiest killers to use in the game, and even people that do play him a lot still make common mistakes with him. So don't be too upset with yourself, and just remember to have fun using him. But let me know what killers you guys want next down in the comments. I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyed watching it. Thank you very much.
When it comes down to speed, the Blight is a pretty popular pick amongst a lot of... Brother. I pop it. I don't think I do. I should have moved that. Shoot this, thank you. Appreciate that, Rupty. Thank you, thank you. Come on. Shoot this, thank you. Appreciate that, Rupty. Thank you, thank you. Come on! Game just started. Drop down. Guys, this might be cooked. Guys, this might be cooked. I probably like tripling, not tripling, sorry, again, like 3 separate gens done. Damn, not enough speed. Had old double speed mentality, bro. Sending it edge? Oh, they know what they're doing. They're smart. Stepped it really early, though. Also, I did take chase main building too. Alright, you're not gonna be able to tunnel these guys, right? Because they're probably stacked with like shoulder, like everything. They're like stacked with absolutely everything. So, there's this thing, like, I might have to like tunnel out 2 separate people though. So rather than like focusing it all on one, have like 2 separate people. I can commit to this now. Please have a step tip. Please have one. I think they have one, you know. Don't pop it in my fit, please don't. I have to walk this one down. Yeah. Unless... Fuck. Drop it. I am playing so horribly today. Yeah, I walked this one down. Is this even what? I don't like. There's no. I know they have DS. So there's no point. I should have walked that one down. I don't know why I commit that with Russians. Anyone there, buy? Who was that? Someone's probably like deliver it. Yeah, I see him. He's Delhi, 100%. Just burn through that shit now, don't I? There we go. Probably on break. There we go. He's Delhi, 100%. Just burn through that shit now, don't I? There we go. Probably unbreakable. I mean, I can like snowboard. Oh, he's probably got Delhi though. Fuck. Do I wait the DS or do I don't know, you know. Unbreakable. You pop the medkit. Wait, this is snowballable maybe. Was it overcome? I don't know. No, it was sprint burst. No, it was sprint burst. I was not overcome. Waste 5 rushes tech. Waste 5 rushes tech. Strong. 10-second downtime. Get stunned with 10-second downtime. Strong. I'm not getting my downs fast enough. They're probably gonna reset on hook, right? I need to focus Lori and this is a walk down, but I'll actually see if I can play it. Sprint. You're waiting for this, but is this a sprint burst vigil? Probably is, right? Yeah. Put my face. Thank you. 4 medkits, I'll have to worry about Beamer. They're probably working this gen like this side of the map, right? I don't know why they're not resetting. Dwight and Sable, they're not resetting. Whatever. No, we're fine. Alright, expect shoulder to burden. I'm expecting shoulder like really, really early. Why are you doing Genzi injured? You as well. What are you... Bro, you're making it easier for me, huh? Brother. DH, oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, I can just proxy this. In fact, that both of them are here. Reassurance, yeah. I can like multi-tot, like put you on the hook as well now. Only thing really messing me up is 1, maybe 2 shoulder burdens. That's really it. Alright, Nancy is most likely gonna try pull. Yeah, there we go. No, no shoulder though. I could try commit. I mean, everyone's injured. If they do gens when they're injured, they're silly. Like, you're very silly for doing that. I mean, I can just proxy this. Like, I'm fine. I'll just proxy that. You would not be doing... Yeah, you would not be doing it, John. Nice. Alright, problem is Dwight is going to have like a crazy amount of anti-tunnel, right? I mean, this is winnable though. No shoulder. Probably anti... Like, probably DS. I can see you. Alright, I pop it. Oh, they're gonna reset. That's fine. Oh, no, medkit. What the fuck? It's probably medkit. Yeah. This is not a good idea to play around. Jungle gym. They're not resetting, and that's scaring me. Nice. Alright, 1v3. Problem is I don't have a free John, so this is gonna be kinda hard, you know. It's gonna be very hard. They're not resetting, why? Meaning they're probably confident they're gonna get this gen done then, no? Here they are. Adrenaline. Why is adrenaline getting popular recently? I thought, oh, not anymore. It's good, but I didn't realize people still like it. Oh, I think you're not even hooked. Why did I not swing? I could have had that. I just need one more and that counts towards the streak done. I just need like 3k. Yeah, I just need a 3k. That's it. See, I just need a 3k on this and I'm fine. You're Death Hook. I go for one more. That's you, Jim. Yeah, just get a 4k on. Yeah, just get a kill on this. Hold on. No way I salvage this. Unbreakable? Only thing messing me up now is unbreakable. Well played. If she's got Deli, I'm completely cooked, by the way. Nah, she decent. Probably not. Well played, though. Damn. They were close. Like, if they didn't, like, didn't do that, I can DC, right? I think I can. Yeah, I can abandon. Damn. Our builds weren't even that bad. To be fair, builds weren't even that bad.
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck? What the fuck is this, bro? I'm done. Fuck's sake. What? Why is that? Why can't I kick it? What the fuck? Dude, this is so bullshit. Like, what the fuck, man?
Bad. That's kind of crazy though. What was that? Styptic, I chased the wrong guy. I could have oh no, they were Diaz, yeah. They played it so wrong though. Like, I kind of played it a bit wrong, granted. But they played it very wrong though. Like they weren't resetting, they were just kind of giving me like pressure for free. I'll say that. We got Luke. I know this man, bro. We used to run into each other back like what 2 years ago, and we used to just run into each other all the flipping time. Thank you, Ghost. Yeah, he's pretty chill. That's 6, right? Bro, it's like it. I don't know. Oh, gas saver, by the way. Right. I need to make sure they don't touch my totem. Because if they do, I'm cooked. Yeah, a lot of it now is just copy and paste. You wouldn't spawn here, I know that. But where can I get like a promise spawn? Nah. Alright, I'm gonna find. Wait, I need to protect more than one totem. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Oh, this is gonna. I'm gonna have to protect more than one totem. Can I? What? Oh, give me that. What, bro? Yeah, he was not expecting that. Yeah, that was not her. How can I? Nice. Please stop me on the top. Please, I'm begging. How long is the totem? But it's like 30-second cleanse, right? I forget. 14% of 20 seconds. That's like 10%. It's like 20. I don't know. I can't do this. No, my totems are literally exposed right now, so maybe cooked. Oh, there's one done. No, I fatigue that. Free player on this. Can you V1 tech off cars? You can, yes. You can V1 tech. I'll try after this game. I'll try to see if I can show you an example. Alright, now I really want to get this Devour value. You can do it off anything. As long as it's solid collision, you can do it off anything. Nice. Oh, patient with that. Got me patient with that, bro. Ah! Ah, lucky. WAs? Bro, this guy's like... After several years, the Blight has finally been nerfed. And me playing him for over 1,000 hours, I obviously had to go in the Steam PTB and had to check it out for myself. On the roadmap, there are 2 changes that will be happening to Blight. The first one being the main nerf. And to summarize it, Blight now moves at 4.4 meters a second from 4.6. Basically making them same speed as a Trickstar, Hag, or even a Huntress. Meaning you can't just walk down towers anymore and you have to actually use your power. They also did make it so when you break a pallet, you lose 2 tokens, giving the survivor more time to breathe and actually finding another pallet. And for the second change, as of me recording this video, we have no clue what it will be. We don't know if it will be a nerf, we just know that it will be a small rework. So maybe Hug Tech? Now, what do I think about this nerf? I love it. Bit of a weird one for me because I didn't even expect to say that myself. And I'm gonna be so straightforward, I was bored of Blight for a very, very long time. Because my type of playstyle was always M1 walk down into an M2, which was the optimal way of playing him. And I will be honest, when I first hopped on the PTB, the first game or 2, I did kind of struggle a little bit. But then after that, my mechanics were kicking in and I was pretty much playing as if it was normal. And I'm loving this change now because I can't just brainlessly play this character. And I have to actually use my brain. So for me, it was a lot easier to play him because, well, I have hundreds of hours on him. But for newer Blights, this will be a lot harder because you won't be able to play it like a basic M1 anymore. This video will be split into 2 parts. The first game will be me playing Blights against a Lilith Omen, and the second one will be me playing against a Blight. Huge thanks to Lilith for letting me join his custom in the PTB. So anyways, without wasting any more time, I hope you do enjoy. Alright, bro, already this, like, the map is already bugged. Did I go AFK? No. No. No, it's because I did go AFK for a little bit at the start. At the start, like, I took a little break. I'm doing a video recording right now. Nah, nice. I mean, I should be up to... that should have been a tag. That was on my mistake. What's new? Blight nerf. Black Nerf is like crazy right now. I don't want to slog. I'll play fair. Go on. Nerfed out. They made him 4.4 from 4.6. You know, like the Hag speed. You know how like Hag is slow? They made him slow as Hag. They also made it so you can't just like what's that called? Nice. No, he's still. I think he's borderline S tier. So he's not like broken, disgusting broken. Like he's still good, right? But he's not like S tier, S tier. He's now like kind of bordering A, between A and S. He's kind of before. He's bordering between A and S right now. Oh, I lost him. Kind of lost everyone. Someone try playing for a beamer. Where? Oh, I found someone. I'll include it. Nice. Hey, that no, he's still good, bro. He's still his actual power is untouched. All they did was just change the M1 stuff. This is a break. Get a power back. So obviously I lose my power when I break, which well a lot of people are arguing it should be a thing. It just means oh wow. It means I have to like walk down a lot more and stuff. Can I? Nah. Okay, pre-runs that. That's good. Oi, 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 no, no.
Oh. What? Is that Forever Entwined? Am I crazy? That felt like Forever Entwined.
No, you're not making that. Where's fucking Ace? Where is he?
Do I finally get chased here? Does he hug tech? He doesn't like me, man. I think he's scared. Oh, never mind. He's not scared. He ain't scared of nothing.
See him. Nice. How you doing, Mihail? How you doing, brother?
I was joking. I was memeing around, man. Don't worry about me.
You gonna play around this? I think I might have to break. This might have to be a break.
fuck? What? I'm sorry, dude. What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. That is so fucking insane. What the fuck, bro? I'm literally just an M1 killer in this fucking map, bro. Literally just an M1 killer. Like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. What the fuck, dude? This map is not fun at all. Like, holy shit. This is the least fun map. I don't have a hero power, man, like... Jesus Christ, man. don't have a fucking power, dude. Like, holy shit. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Like, holy shit, dude. Do you see this fucking cancer ass map? Like, Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck? Where'd they go? Okay. Are you kidding me?